Welcome to One-on-One. I'm Greg Bass, your host from the Salisbury Independent newspaper. It's another big day here at Pack 14. We've got one of my favorite people on the entire Eastern Shore. Vanessa Junkin is here. Welcome, Vanessa.
Thanks for having me here.
Now, I've known you for a long time, probably too long in your mind, but you work for the Wicomico Department of Recreation, Parks, and Tourism. And you guys have got some great events coming up, and we want everyone to know about these events because everyone has to go because they're just so much fun.
Definitely. You don't want to miss out.
Now, the first one, of course, is my favorite one. It's on my birthday, which means I can drink as much as I want. The Good Beer Festival. Tell me all about that.
It is great that it's on your birthday, but you can actually drink as much as you want, whether it's your birthday or not.
Well, I can get away with it. Like if I'm before the judge, I can go, Judge, it was my birthday.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll be more lenient.
Yeah, so the Good Beer Festival is coming to Pemberton Historical Park on October 14th and 15th, and it's going to be from 12:30 to 6:30 p.m. each day. And there are tasting tickets where you get unlimited samples of more than 80 craft beers.
And you have to try all 80, right? I mean, don't you?
You don't have to. You can try as many or as little as you want, as long as you're responsible. And then we also have different, we have live music and different activities and games that you can play, and food vendors and other types of vendors and things like that. So.
And last year we had the hurricane come through, and it was still packed with people. It's that great of an event.
Yeah, so hopefully there will be no hurricanes this year and great weather, and hopefully it'll go very well.
And it's just a lot of fun. So that's October 14th and 15th. And what time can I get there and start drinking?
You can get there at 12:30 p.m. and start drinking as soon as you get there.
Okay.
And then early bird tickets are on sale through this Friday, October 6th at 6 p.m.
Okay.
So the early bird tickets are $25 for a tasting ticket or $5 for a non-tasting. And then after that, the cost goes up to $35 for a tasting or $10 for a non-tasting ticket.
I sort of rebelled about the beer thing. Like there's all these exotic beers, and I tried them all, and they're all like about the same. So I went back to drinking basic beer, but then something clicked again, and I went back to the craft beers, and I'm having fun with that again. So I guess it just sort of comes back and forth. But there's so many interesting beers, and these are all Maryland beers, or?
They're actually from all throughout the country. There is a local beer garden that highlights 8 local breweries. But other than that, there are, beers from throughout the country that you can try in lots of different styles and things like that.
Right. We all drink Evo, and that's the Salisbury beer, basically. Cool. And then right after that, you've got my second favorite event of the year, which is what?
The Autumn Wine Festival.
The Autumn Wine Festival. And what does this entail?
Well, the Autumn Wine Festival is also at Pemberton Historical Park,
Right.
like the beer festival. It's October 21st and 22nd. It goes from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. each day.
So you can drink wine earlier than beer?
You can.
Wow, I have to look that up, okay?
Yeah, so you can do that. And then, so the tasting ticket, similar to the Good Beer Festival, there's unlimited tastings. The wines are all Maryland wines.
Right, okay.
We do that in partnership with the Maryland Wineries Association. So you can try, some of the wineries are close by, like Bordello, and then some of them are across the bridge or other areas of Maryland. And there's a tasting ticket where you, same deal with the early bird, but the early bird is until October 13th at 6 p.m.
Okay.
$25 for a tasting ticket, $5 for a non-tasting, and then after that it's $35 for a tasting and $10 for non-tasting. We also partner with Women Supporting Women.
Yes, that's right. A portion goes to that, right? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's not a portion of tickets, but it's you can add a donation to them,
Right.
and then there's going to be fundraisers on site for them where you can participate in different fun games. Last year they had like bra pong, where you like threw a ball into a bra.
Yeah, I get kind of jittery about that.
They had a ring toss too, and then they had one where it was like pink or like rosé wine tastings. So
Right.
there's lots of different ways to support women, supporting women on site.
And also on October 14th, Women Supporting Women had their big walk.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the Walk for Breast Cancer, for breast cancer awareness. And I forget what time that is, but that won't get in the way of the beer drinking. It
Yeah,
shouldn't, right.
I think you can do both.
Yeah, there's so many great events on the 14th. There's a lot going on. Now, how's the wine festival different than the beer festival? It's just is it different people, the same people?
I mean, some people might go to both. I mean, some might just go to one. I guess it's just whichever one you prefer, beer or wine.
And the wine festival rarely has bad weather. It's always nice weather for that.
Yeah, so knock on wood. Hopefully that'll be the same.
Right. And Pemberton Park is the perfect location for this. There's plenty of parking. It's easy to get to. And it's just a fun, pretty place.
Yeah, and then Pemberton Hall is going to be open for tours, and it's a nice environment to have this type of festival outdoors and just pretty.
Cool. All right, so we're on Pemberton. What's the next? There's another event at Pemberton after that.
Yep, the Pemberton Park Pumpkin Tour is coming up on Friday, October 27th. And that goes from 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. It's $10 per car load. The tour is taken on foot in the Pemberton Park trails.
Right.
So right now we're accepting registrations for pumpkins to be in the tour. So if you want to decorate or carve a pumpkin, then those will be along the tour.
So they're displayed along the trails. Okay.
Yeah, so it's actually free to register a pumpkin now until, if you get it in before October 23rd, it'll be free. And then also with the tour, we have a new amphitheater out there.
That's right. It's really nice.
Yeah. Yeah, so that looks great. So there's going to be ghost stories at the amphitheater. And then there's going to be candy and hot cocoa. And it'll just be like a great Halloween event. There were a lot of people there last year. And seemed like it was a lot of fun. So.
I forget who built the amphitheater. It was one of the service clubs, but...
The Rotary.
It was the Rotary? Okay.
Yeah, the Rotary did that in conjunction with our staff.
But it's really nice. It's on the hill there, and it was needed. It really was. It brings that area. It will help people congregate there. It's terrific.
Yeah.
That's really cool. And then my favorite event is in November at Pemberton.
There's also the Turkey Trek.
The Turkey
You have lots
Trek.
of favorite events, which is great. I'm glad that we have a lot of your favorites.
I can't drink at the Turkey Trek, but the thing is, I can run in the morning, and that entitles me to eat anything I want at dinner.
Definitely.
Because I can say, well, I ran 3 miles this morning.
Yeah. So the Turkey Trek 5K, it's on Thanksgiving Day, which is Thursday the 23rd. And there is going to be pie afterward.
Yes.
So definitely come on out and run. And last year we had our biggest turnout ever, so hoping for that again this year.
Yeah, there's some cool prizes. And that running collection is, it's a really kind of cool group of people. I never was able to get in the higher echelon, obviously. But
Everyone is accepted in the running
and they're all very nice. But you're like the queen of the runners. Tell me about that a little bit.
I don't know if I'm the queen of the runners, but I'll take it as a nickname. So I am part of the Eastern Shore Running Club. So. Well,
you were very inspiring to me when I first started running. I ran real hard for about 10 years, then I had to stop. But I really enjoyed it. I loved do you still have your blog? What's it called?
It's She Runs by the Seashore.
And you should check this out. It's really inspiring because Vanessa goes around to all these different races and runs.
Thank you.
Yeah, and I've been in races with her, and she's actually lapped me at times. She's so fast. I have no idea how she does it, but it's just a lot of fun.
Yeah, well, thank you.
Civic Center has a lot going on.
Yeah,
there's like some stuff that even gets my attention going on.
Yeah, we actually have so much going on at the Civic Center that I'm just going to don't want to miss anything. So I'm going to look on my phone. So we have our next event that we have at the Civic Center is Casting Crowns are going to be at the Civic Center for the Very Next Thing tour with Zach Williams. So that's coming up.
That's one of those young group kind of things. Like people your age would understand that.
Yeah, I think so. It's a religious group, and people seem to love their shows. We've had a lot of positive feedback. They've come before several years ago.
Right.
So that's this Sunday, October 8th at 7 p.m. Then on October 12th, Thursday, we have Mama's Boy. It's a play that's coming, and that's going to be at 8 p.m. Then that Saturday, we have the Ladies, Men's, and Home Consignment Sale. So
that's a big one.
Yeah, so that's like the Coastal Kids Sale. It's connected with that, same organizer. So those sales come, and it's geared towards children and kids' clothes and toys and things like that. So this one is more geared towards adults.
Coastal Kids is so big you can't even get in the building. I mean, it's just amazing.
Yeah, you can make it in there, but it's good that it's busy.
Yeah.
But, yeah, and then on Sunday, October 22nd, at 1 p.m., 3:30 p.m., and 6 p.m., we have the Garden Brothers Circus. Then Friday, October 27th through Sunday, October 29th, we have the Quota Club Christmas Gift and Craft Show.
That's a big one as well.
Yeah, so I mean, it's never too early to start holiday shopping, and that's a good opportunity to get some different gifts for your loved ones. Then we have Friday, November 3rd, Disney Live, Mickey and Minnie's Doorway to Magic.
Can't wait for that.
Yeah, so people seem excited about that for sure. And then we have the Eastern Shore Classic Dog Shows.
You guys have a great website. Is that where I go to find out more about all this stuff?
Yep, you can find out about all our events and get tickets and things like that at www.waicomico-civiccenter.org.
And also, if I don't do the web, you have the box office, and the people there are really helpful.
Definitely.
Yeah.
The box office.
You just stop right in, and they're really helpful.
Yep. It's open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m., and you can get tickets there. You could ask questions about our shows and get the information that you need there.
Now, you were a great newspaper reporter, and you left the business. You're doing the PR for the county. It sounds like you're having fun. You got some great stuff to promote.
Definitely.
Is it fun?
Yeah, I think it's a lot of fun. We always have, something exciting going on and a big variety of events, as you can probably tell from what we talked about today.
Right.
So something for all ages and, all different types of interests.
But I feel like our Parks and Recs department doesn't get the credit that it deserves. There's so much to do, including these athletic programs where I can be on any kind of team. What kind of team stuff do you have going on?
Yeah, there's definitely a lot going on there as well. Right now we have registration open for 2 different volleyball programs. We have a co-ed volleyball program as well as a women's 6-hit volleyball. And then we have a kids karate classes that basically repeats pretty much every 4 weeks. So usually there's
fun.
something coming up for that. And
Right.
yeah, we recently even added a different level of karate because, some of the kids have been doing it long enough that they progressed into the next level. So we have those things going on, and then those will probably we have more recreation programs that'll be available, as the year goes on, different seasons, we have different sports.
And
events.
great things going on at the Henry Parker complex. They've added some fields. I just saw the county executive released a video with some of the new fields that are there. Very exciting up there.
Yeah, there's been a lot of progress on those fields, and it seems to be going up pretty fast. So Field 5, there were 5 fields there already. So Field 5 was completely redone. So it has a turf infield and also new dugouts. So that field looks awesome, and it was able to be used for the USSSA softball tournament back in July. So
How'd that go? That went well this year?
Yeah, it did. So
It's like 1,000 kids? How many kids come in?
I think definitely hundreds of teams. So
Right.
definitely thousands.
Yeah.
Of players and families. And, I know the hotels here fill up. We actually partner with Ocean City and Worcester County, and people stay in hotels there. It's just that big of an event.
Right.
Yeah. And then so there's going to be 3 additional fields at the Henry S. Parker Athletic Complex that will also have the turf infield. And they're working on the dugouts now for those fields, and it should all be up and running by spring of next year.
I just think about the dirt infields that I grew up on, and those turf fields are so nice. I mean,
Yeah.
it's really great. Also up there, those walking trails are awesome. So much fun up there for bicycling and walking.
Yeah.
Just a lot of fun at Henry Parker. In fact, there's so many great parks in this county. I don't think everybody even knows how many great parks we have, but we're really, really lucky, I think.
Definitely. Yeah, I know you mentioned the Women Supporting Women, the Walk for Awareness. That's at Winter Place Park,
right.
and we have a 5K there for Memorial Day, and there's trails back there. So definitely,
Yeah,
it's
a lot of
another
fun.
nice park.
All right, so recap the 3 big events that are coming up. Beer festivals when?
October 14th and 15th, and then we have the Autumn Wine Festival the following weekend, which is October 21st and 22nd, and then right after that we have the Pemberton Park Pumpkin Tour, which is October 27th.
Awesome. Thanks for coming in today.
Yeah, thanks so much for having me here.
We're here with Cindy Robinson now from MAC Incorporated. Cindy, welcome to PAC 14 101.
Thank you for having me, Greg. I'm pleased to be here.
First time you've ever been on the show here, yet I've known you since 4th grade.
That's what you say, 4th grade.
See, she doesn't remember me, but I remember her from St. Francis in 4th grade. That was a long time ago.
4th grade was, regrettably, a long time ago.
And we can talk about that all day, but we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about this great event that's coming up on October 14th at MAC Center. What is it?
We are so excited about this event that the Salisbury Independent is sponsoring for us.
Salisbury Independent? I've heard of that paper.
Yes, great paper. It's called Thrive, Senior Life After 55, and the MAC building is going to be filled with activities from one end to the other.
Wow.
The Salisbury Independent ad team has put together a great array of businesses and services that will be of particular interest to people age 55 and older. Services that will help them live their lives better, more active to the fullest. There'll be table displays by these vendors and sponsors. There will be presentations, informational presentations. And in addition to this, there'll be all kinds of entertainment, dancing, line dancers, music. There'll be a room dedicated to local organizations. People can go and learn more about organizations on Delmarva. There'll be food on sale. We'll have an array of local authors talking about their craft.
Including who?
Including the one and only iconic Bryce Stump.
Bryce Stump will be there pitching his Skipjack book.
Yes, we're absolutely thrilled to have him.
And we all know how popular Bryce is. He's beloved.
He is,
Yeah.
ask Bryce, he is very much beloved. And we also have some area artists who are going to set up and just do their craft, and people can come and watch them, look over their shoulders, ask them questions. So it's going to be a wonderful event. It's going to be a lot of good information, a lot of good entertainment, and we're really pleased at the opportunity to show off the beautiful MAC facility.
Yeah, now this is, in a serious way, you see people when they get older, they just sort of shut down and disconnect from things. And I feel like I'm going to be that kind of senior. And just recently, I went bowling at Ocean Lanes in Ocean City, and it happened to be Seniors Day. So of the 10 lanes, 9 lanes were these senior teams. And there were a lot of really old people out there, but they were alive and they were doing stuff. And I was like so envious that I can't imagine myself being like that when I'm old. But that's the wrong way to be, the way that I might be. You really want to stay engaged.
You do need to stay engaged. You need to stay mentally engaged, for one thing. You need to stay socially engaged, get out and do things like bowling. Go to the senior centers. There's a network of 11 senior centers on the Lower Shore where you can go out, you can have a nice, nutritious meal, socialize with people your age. And there are lots of educational activities that you can partake of as well.
And you could learn about all things that are going on in other places.
Yes.
that are really cool.
Yes. But the key is to stay active, exercise, eat well, but stay socially engaged.
And it's a mindset, I guess.
Yes.
So this is like a big open house.
It's a senior expo type event. It'll be held on October 14th. That's a Saturday, from 10 to 3. Admission is free. Just come on in, look out throughout the MAC building, and you'll learn a lot and be entertained.
Cool. That's really cool. The MAC building, I knew it was there, but I had no idea how cool it was.
Unfortunately, it's too much of a well-kept secret.
Yeah.
And we're working very hard to let people know not only where the building is physically located, but all the amazing activities that are there. There's a wellness center, our gym for people ages 50 and
The gym
older.
is as nice as any gym I've ever seen.
It is a real gym. It's a small gym, but it has such a nice, warm, nurturing environment, and the people who go there are of a like-minded focus. They're not trying to become bodybuilders. They're just trying to get healthy.
Right.
And the personal trainers are there to work out a routine just for you that will work on your specific problems or help you reach your goals. There are all kinds of classes that address balance. As people age, falling becomes a real problem. So there are many classes at MAC that help address that.
Right.
There's a special class twice a week that is for people with Parkinson's. And one thing that Parkinson's folks have to deal with is balance issues. So there's a special class for them twice a week.
Yeah, it's funny how people think about their health. We're sort of victims to our own bodies. And I just was reading there's a thing at PRMC that they're doing where the theme is take control of your health. Like anticipate what's going to happen to you, what might start breaking down so that you can deal with it when it does or prevent it. And I just think a lot of people don't think about it that way.
No, a lot of people will wait and react to problems as they occur as you age. But there are a whole bunch of classes too at MAC that do that very thing, help you take control. They're chronic disease self-management programs. And they teach you more about chronic pain, diabetes, chronic disease such as arthritis, any disease that can't be cured is a chronic disease. And it will teach you skills that will help you better manage and take control. of your illness so you can live your life as healthy as possible.
Right. And back to that gym, like when a fat guy like me goes to a regular gym, people are like looking like, what's he doing, or how did he let himself get like that? But at your gym, there's no intimidation like that.
There is no intimidation. It's just, again, it's a very warm, nurturing, encouraging environment. There are people of all fitness levels, all sizes and shapes. It's just a very comfortable place to go and try and get healthier.
Now, you've been associated with MAC for years. Your husband's worked there forever.
Forever.
But you're kind of a new employee there.
I am one of the new kids on the block. I've only been on staff for about a year and a half, but it is a great place to be.
And your press releases that I run in my paper are really neat and interesting. They tell stories about people whose lives are changing. They're taking control of their lives, and they're trying to do different things. Seniors who go back to work and things like that. It's really interesting. But you, Cindy, your life has been devoted to the community. Really, you were the community news editor at the Daily Times forever. Wrote great stories as a lifestyle writer, and you're still in a role where you're helping the community.
I hope I'm in a role helping the community. That is my goal. That's what I love to do at MAC. MAC gives me that opportunity. When you're in that building and the seniors come in the morning to participate in the senior center activities, it's wonderful to see the smiles on their faces, how they're happy and engaged and love being there. And they're getting a nutritious meal. They're not sitting at home by themselves. And just to be part of an agency, and that's just one very small thing we do that makes a difference in the lives of seniors. Meals on Wheels is
what a great program.
Amazing program.
Yeah.
And to be part of helping to raise funds to keep that program going and to serve more seniors, so they do have a nutritious meal. A lot of the folks that receive our Meals on Wheels, that is the only meal they receive that day.
Right, and the only human contact they have.
And the only human contact. And unfortunately, due to budget cuts, Meals on Wheels in Wycomico are only delivered 4 days a week. Other places on the shore,
the
it's
state
fewer.
support has gone down a little bit, which has made a problem.
Well, the state funding has remained level for 2 years. And it's good that we're getting the funding. It is staying the same, but the costs have gone up.
Right, and the need has gone up.
The need has gone up too. So we need to raise more and more money to meet that growing need.
Right, and I know United Way works real hard to try to support that program because it's such a successful and vital program.
United Way is wonderful in their support of Meals on Wheels and other programs at MAC. We could not do it without them.
All right, let's summarize again. Thrive is when?
Thrive is Saturday, October 14th from 10 to 3. It's at MAC Incorporated, which is located off Snow Hill Road across from Dayton's and behind the Holly Center.
Behind Holly. Everyone knows where Dayton's is. Everyone knows where Holly
Yes,
Center
it
is.
is.
It's behind the Holly Center. You really can't miss it once you get back there.
And there will be a big sign. Come park, stay all day, have a great time, buy something to eat, learn a lot, be entertained.
And why should I go? I'm 55. I should go.
You are 50. Well, I think you might be a little older than 55, but you should definitely go.
But I'm going to see all these great vendors.
You are going to see a lot of wonderful businesses that are supporting our folks 55 and older.
I read somewhere that Medicare enrollment is starting soon.
Yes, Medicare enrollment will start at MAC on October 20th. If you visit our website, you'll see a schedule of activities. Also look in the Salisbury Independent. They'll run that schedule of activities, maybe.
If I can remember to put it in. Yeah.
Anyway, Medicare enrollment will start October 20th. There'll be days at MAC Incorporated, but also at libraries throughout the Lower Shore. So call MAC for more information and find the location that's nearest to you. Also, we have an exciting new project, a partnership with Peninsula Regional Medical Center that will help people more successfully transition to a home setting following a discharge from the hospital. So we're really excited about that. That's going to make people's lives a lot better.
So if I want to call MAC or reach MAC, what do I call? Are you on the web?
Please call MAC at 410-742-0505. And we do have a website as well. It's www.macinc.org.
Cool. She's Cindy Robinson. She's given her whole life to helping this community, helping us communicate and know what each of us is doing to make things better. Cindy, thanks for being here.
Thank you, Greg.
I'm Greg Bassett from the Salisbury Independent newspaper, another edition of One-on-One right here on PAC 14.
First Shore Federal is proud to support PAC 14 and one-on-one. We'd encourage every business to support PAC 14 and pick a program and support it, and let's make a difference.